Hello, 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 moms. Got a little frog in my throat. Hello, hello. Good afternoon, y'all. Welcome to the Morgan Unlimited Growth Institute. It's your girl, Sharita. Give me some water. I just wanted to talk to y'all real quick about something very important, okay? I'm sitting here in the house doing work. I just completed an action plan for a new student coming in. And I was thinking about teaching our kids how to wait and why it's important to do that. Um, I think things have changed a lot with our kids. We kind of cater to what they want. They get immediate gratification when they want something. They want it now. Okay. Hello, Eileen. Hello. Good afternoon to you, sis. Okay. Hi, Eileen. Sure. Come on in. Welcome. So this is really important. Now you know everything we do here at the Morgan Unlimited Growth Institute is talent for
Hello.
helping kids. Hello, hello. How are you?
How you doing?
Okay. I'm sorry. This is a broadcast for moms.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. I'm not sure how to. You can disconnect. This is a broadcast for moms. Okay. Okay. All right. Sorry about that, y'all. Let's get into it really quickly. I might have to do this again. So, helping kids learn how to wait. Kids want immediate gratification. They want what they want right now. They don't want to wait. And then I see moms and I see teachers in school rushing to their side to help them and to give them whatever they want. They'll get it right away. They may even cry or whine and keep asking over and over and over again. Why is it so important to teach them how to wait? I know the obvious thing is important to teach them patience, but like I said, we focus on here making sure our children are quick to go to school and be successful in the classroom. I'm going to go back to when I was first teaching in the classroom. I was teaching special education. My students had behavior disorders and challenges, and one of the biggest problems they had was they did not like to sit and wait. So if they got a task to do, if I told them to practice their writing, or I give them a writing prompt to do, let's say that, and I'm sitting at my desk, and what I would do is while they were writing, I would call them up one at a time so that they could read their writing to me and we can edit together their mistakes. And I have certain editing strategies that I taught them how they can find their own mistakes and fix them. Imagine I am working with this student, and this student and this student over here wants my attention right now, and they're like, I'm done, right? So two things going on. One, my student right here is not getting my full attention. Two, my other students were not focused on doing the best job that they could. They were just focusing on hurry up and finishing really quickly so that they can get my attention. Okay, we got to make sure our kids know how to wait. So what I did was I taught them what to do while I am working with the student one-on-one. We have to teach our children in the school. It's not just about academics. We have to teach them whatever their problem is in the classroom. We have to teach them behaviorally and academically. So I told them, and I tell my students now in my tutoring coaching program, and I taught my daughters this too. When you're done, you're not done. You're not done, right, Wileen? You're not done. You have to then go into your work, and you have to read it, and you have to edit it yourself, catch your own mistakes. So when I give my students writing cards, especially when they first start writing with me, they have to write for 8 minutes. And the goal is to get to a paragraph, 5 sentences. My paragraphs are 5 sentences, okay? Which means a little extra. So they might be used to 4 sentences, but when they come into my program, it's now 5, okay? When you're finished, I said, I want to see the pencils moving the entire time. And you will write until it's time for the timer to go off. That's teaching them to focus on their task, right? And so they may not ask a question. They may not say, I'm done. They may not yell that and interrupt the class. They may not raise their hand to get my attention. They may not put it in the chat. I'm done. When you finish writing, this is what I want you to do. Go back and check and make sure you have a capital letter at the beginning of each sentence, a period at the end of each sentence if you need a period or some other punctuation, and then circle any misspelled words. See if you can fix the spelling yourself. And if you still have time, write another sentence, okay? Write another sentence, okay? And my students learn to not call me, to not try to get my attention, to not tell me they're done or anything. They learn to do that while they are supposed to be writing and they're supposed to be working. They learn to do that because they know that they cannot get my attention, okay? Now they're focusing on their quality of work. We need to do this because in the classroom, and I gave you the example of being in the classroom first as a teacher. I'm not teaching in the classroom anymore. I teach the Morgan Limited Growth Institute is online now, okay? And this is what I do in my sessions. But imagine a teacher in the classroom and the kids are all trying to get her attention. This is why they end up needing aides right next to them, somebody to sit right close to them to make sure to help them through everything. And they keep asking for help over and over because they're not taught to wait. And what are you supposed to be doing while you're waiting? They're not taught to wait. They're taught that as soon as they say they're done, we have to rush over. As soon as they say they need help, we have to rush over. We got to teach our kids the way. You got to let them sit for a few. I'll give you another example. This is more personal. With our youngest daughter, Maya, we would take the girls to school in the morning, and then Maya would be talking and interrupting when me and my husband were talking. She was interrupting the whole time. And when I was growing up, you couldn't just interrupt those when they were talking, right? So I talked to her about this, and I told her what she's supposed to be doing. When we're having a conversation, she's supposed to sit patiently and wait. Did she have a device in her hand? No. I didn't give her something to occupy her. It's another thing. We always feel like we have to entertain kids every second. I didn't give her something to occupy her. She just had to wait. Okay? So this is good too, because for school. She finished her work early, or the teacher is working with another kid, she learned how to wait. So we were talking to her about this. We had to do it like 3 days in a row. We had to cut it and let her know, and then go back to our conversation. And then we were on our way to drop her off at school. We dropped our oldest daughter off first, and you're like, Maya's been doing really good. She's been really quiet. Hey, Maya, you know? And that's when she started talking. She was sitting there waiting, and she was so patient. So now our routine is we drop the oldest daughter off, and then my husband and I would be talking, and you still, it's not that we always have stuff to talk about, but this is her practice, to sit there and wait for the adults to finish their conversation, and then wait politely, right? And then be able to talk to us, right? So then when we pull up to her school, we always get there a little early. Now it's just Maya time. We say, thank you so much for waiting, Maya. And then we start talking to her. And we asked her about what she's excited about today. And she has both of our attention, and we're just focused on her, okay? She has to wait. Another good example is when she gets in the car, because she and I both love music. We're the ones who will lose our mind when a song come on in the house. That's me and Maya. My oldest daughter, Jazzy, she likes music too. She's quieter than Maya is, than Maya. She has more quiet, laid-back personality. However, she makes music. She actually makes music. So we all love music, okay? And she's pretty good too. So we all love music. Maya gets in the car. She wants to hear music she wants to listen to. She's the youngest, so she feels like, so she get in the car, she's like, can you play, Encanto, can you play, can you put some music on? Even if she don't have Encanto, she want to hear some music. She want me to turn on the radio, and then she want to hear what she wants to hear. And uh, after a while, I decided to put some structure around it. I said, Maya, we're going to take turns. Okay? So today, because I've been turning on what she wanted every time she got in the car, and she thinks that's what she's supposed to do. And her teacher said in school sometimes she don't like to wait when it's, to take her turn, right? So this is an example. This is how we at home can help our kids in the classroom with certain issues. So we took turns. I said, today, mommy's going to listen to what she's going to listen to. And then when we get in the car the next time, it's going to be your turn. And then it's going to be my turn, it's going to be your turn. So that calms everything right down. So now when it's my turn to listen to my music, Maya's not worrying about it. When it's her turn, I'm ready to take her to ballet one morning, and I said to her, it's your turn to listen to what you want to listen to in the car today. I said, what do you want to listen to? And then she can tell me. And then she knows that day that it's her turn while we driving there, and she gets to listen to the music that she wants to listen to. So now she's focused, and she can really enjoy it. Instead of every time she get in the car, she wants what she wants it now, she wants what she wants it now. And then when it's my turn, she knows it's my turn. Kids like routine too. They like routine. So it's my turn. She knows it's my turn. So the car rides have been beautiful because she's been patient and quiet when it's my turn. And then when it's her turn, she gets to listen to what she wants to listen to. Hello, Michelle. Thank you for joining. I just wanted to talk today about teaching our kids how to wait. It's so important. We think that we have to give kids what they want right away. And we always have to entertain them right away. Like they can't, as soon as they have to sit and wait for a little bit, we have to give them something so that they can wait. Teach them how to wait without anything, without any devices, without an iPad, without a phone. Just sit there and be patient. Because in a classroom, y'all, the teacher is not there to entertain everybody and keep everybody, right? Teacher can't do that. The kids should be focused on paying attention to the teacher. And there's one teacher for the class. It may be an personal aide, a paraprofessional in there, but it's one teacher for the class. So the kids, and I know this from personal experience, right? The kids all have to wait for the teacher to get to them. And they have to be taught how to wait. Okay? So I was talking earlier, Michelle, about when I was teaching in the classroom. When I first started teaching in the classroom, it's a special education classroom, mostly boys, right? And I grew up, I'm the oldest of 7 kids, and I have 5 brothers, so that I loved it, right? Mostly boys and 1 girl. And at first, they would be calling every second and getting out of their seat too. Kids do that too. I want this right now. I want your attention right now. I'm finished. They rush to their work. I'm finished, right? At first they were doing that. Which I said, thank you, because my kids don't have patience for how to wait. Right? They don't. But that's because as soon as they make a peep, as soon as they call us, as soon as they want our attention, it's not just at home, it's at school too. And we feel like that's how we take care of them. But here at the Morgan Unlimited Growth Institute, we teach our kids how to function independently. Certain things they have to function independently. Like my 4-year-old, she can't come in here and cook her own dinner. You know what I mean? Like I'm not talking about that independent, but I mean things that they should be responsible for, that when we teach them, they'll not only grow at home in this area, but they'll grow in the classroom as well. Okay? So I was talking earlier about my students wanting my attention right away. And even now, I teach virtually. But as soon as they're finished, they rush to their work and then they finish. And I taught them what to do when you finish your work. You're checking your work before you get to me. Now, when they finish checking work, that process I talked about earlier, hashtag replay on this. When they finish their work, now can they get my attention? Because I did it, and then I checked it. Now I want your attention. No, you're going to wait until I come to you. So now I have a requirement for when I'm ready to call on you. This is what I want to see. So I'm working with a student right here, and I only want to be. I say that with my students now. I say, I'm talking to so-and-so. I only want to hear so-and-so. That's what everybody else who want to talk, right? That's the only one I want to hear. So if I'm working with the student right now on his writing, and he's learning to edit his writing, and I'm coaching him on his spelling and to catch his own mistakes and everything, I can't be interrupted by kids constantly, right? So I taught the kids what to do. But then If you finished after you've done the process that I told you to do, when I'm finished, that's what we got. That's what you forget, Michelle. When I'm finished, I'm going to call you, right? So that raises a standard for them. So not only do they have to, when they finish their work, check it, right? But they also have to be patient and wait for you to be ready. This is so important. We feel like as mothers at home, we have to keep interrupting what we're doing all the time and respond to that every 5 seconds. But no, it's I learned from me, and I teach my children this, my students this, right? And the moms in my program as well, right? No, I have a requirement. So when I'm finished with this student, when I come to you, you better be ready. First of all, okay? Because if you're not ready for me, I'm gonna skip you. I'm going to somebody else. Okay? So that teacher's gonna be like, because they don't want to get skipped. Here's the other thing. When I look up from my table, from my desk, when I finish with this student, when I look over you, this is how you show me that you're finished. I told them I want your notebook to be closed, and then I want it in the top right corner of your desk, and I want your pencil right next to it, and I want your hands folded. When I see that, whoever's sitting like that, that's who I'm going to call when I'm finished. Okay? So then I'm doing the work, and then if I'm working with this student right here, your classmate, and you've been talking or you've been trying to interrupt, I'm definitely not even looking at you when I'm finished. Like, I'm not. So this is the criteria. This is how you wait. This is what you do when you're finished. This is how you wait. And then and you wait quietly. And you wait patiently. We have to teach our kids this. And then when I'm finished and I'm ready to pick somebody to come on up, because they love that part. They love that one-on-one and working and figuring out their mistakes and fixing stuff. They love that. So they want me to call on them. This is what I want to see. So I put some structure around it. And that helped my kids. They were special education, focus problems, diagnosed with ADHD, you know what I mean? On medication, some of them, all this stuff. But kids can learn how to focus, and they can learn self-control, how to have a self-party. That's self-control, self-discipline, self-motivation, self-awareness, self-accountability. They can learn that if we teach them that, okay? And I was talking also about my youngest daughter. Teaching her, I put some structure around it, because she's like, I want to write now. We can calm that down, and we can tell them what the structure is, and we can tell them exactly what we want to see. This is how you wait. This is how it's going to be from now on. And when it's your turn, this is what you do. When it's my turn or another kid's turn, this is how you're waiting. All right? We have to teach them this. And I want to get on here. And I'm not going to be on here for a long time. I got a lot of work to do, y'all. So I know sometimes my lives be really long. I be chilling. We be chilling. We be talking and chilling, right? We moms be really connected. But this one, I just wanted to two things. I want to accomplish two things right now. One, to tell you, Mom, don't feel guilty if you feel like your child is always trying to get your attention and you feel like you're not giving them enough attention. You don't have enough time in the day, or you're trying to do stuff, right? If you're trying to be on your phone and then you try to make a phone call, or you trying to do something on your phone, and your child, as soon as you pick up that phone, they come over and they try to get your attention, try to interrupt you. A lot of times moms feel like it's because I'm on my phone too much. It's because I'm more. Okay, let's put that over here. Maybe we are on our phones too much sometimes. Maybe we are, everybody is, right? So maybe that is the case. But the other part, that's why I say compartmentalize it. So if there's an area for growth here, and I'll talk to you about a recent experience I had with my youngest daughter. Growth experience here for us, but here still is what we want our children to accomplish, and this is our expectation. So yeah, our children might come and interrupt, but they also come and interrupt us when we try to make an important phone call. You know what I'm saying? They also come and interrupt us if we are sitting down and or you watching something and they just come on in and they just interrupt you. Or if you talking to another adult and they just cut it and they interrupt you because they're like, now, I want your attention now, all the time. If that's how they are at home, what do you think they're going to do in the classroom, right? So it's not just about that. and feeling guilty and feel like we have to give them more attention, have to give more attention, and like, but where, when, you know, I got so much going on, right? It's not just about that. It's also about, does your child understand how to wait? Does your child understand how to come in and say, excuse me, and then wait patiently? Okay? Does your child understand that when you're on an important phone call, what you want them to be doing at the time? I had to teach my youngest daughter that, because when I had to make a phone call, and I make a phone call for my tutoring and coaching program, man, used to turn into big top circus up in here. I used to be like, oh, you bugging, like, really? You know what I mean? All kind of stuff, doing all kind of stuff that they're on the phone. Their moms, we all experience this. You know what I'm saying? So I had to teach her that. So whatever your child doesn't want to wait for, and when you do something, they want to interrupt you, or they want you to stop what you're doing right now, and do what they want right now, it's not because they need your attention right then. It's because they don't want to wait, and they don't know what to do when they have to wait. And this shows up in the classroom because the teacher feels like, and moms tell me the same thing. The teacher feels this, and the moms tell me this when I do the consultation, start working with them. If I'm not right next to them, it won't get done. If I walk away for a minute, they get distracted. If I walk away to go and answer the phone or cook dinner, then they homework, they get off task with their homework. That's because they're not focused on what they're doing, and they want your attention right now. So we correct this at home, and then in school, it'll show up, okay? And they won't need so much one-on-one attention. They won't need to, the personal aide to sit right next to them, and they'll be so focused on what they're doing, they'll get it done, and they'll know what to do when they're finished. They'll know how to edit it, and they'll know how to wait. Okay? So, I hope y'all found that helpful. I'm going to come and hang with y'all again real soon. But for real, we got to teach our children this. It's not just, imagine how many kids, and my goal is if they need a one-to-one aid in the school, my goal is to eliminate that. Like, for them to improve so much, improving their focus so much, and improving their reading so much, and doing their work on their own, and function independently so much, that there's no longer a need for an aid. And my style, because my students first come into the program, and when I first started working with my students, when I first became a teacher, I take the training wheels off, honey. I take the aid away right away, because I see the kids are, they're struggling, but they're like not growing because they have the help right there, and they're like, I'm not going to try to do this by myself, or if there's something, if I'm nervous about spelling this word wrong or getting this wrong, or this is hard for me, I'm not even going to try to do it because I have an aid right here. So my first aid that I had, my first couple of aids, I didn't let them work and help the kids spell for them and write for them. I taught the kids how to do it themselves. And then one aide that was finally cool with me, because other ones didn't like my style, she was a personal aide, and she ended up operating like a general aide, because that's what I asked her to do. And the kid that she was supposed to be working with improved his behavior so much. He was looking for the aide when he thought she was supposed to come. Where's my aide? Where's my aide? Where's my aide? I'm like playing dumb, like, I don't know what happened. No, doggone well that I was doing something slick. But man, the growth that he had in reading and behavior, oh my gosh. He used to throw tantrums. He used to fall down and hold on to my leg and cry and slob and all kind of stuff. He used to do all that stuff. And I had a high standards. And we didn't do that one-on-one. When he didn't get his way, he used to do that. He was used to that. That's why he needed an aid. Remove the aid, high expectations, fill in those gaps in his literacy foundation, get him to focus, hold him accountable for his actions. Then he read on grade level and became one of my best students. All right? So teach them how to wait. All right, y'all, I'm going to go. I'm going to eat my lunch, and then I'm going to get back to work. And got my kids to pick up, and I have a class today. My youngest one's my early learning group, my babies. And I have a video consultation, meeting a kid today. So I hope y'all having a beautiful day. All right. And I'll be back soon. Thank you, Michelle, for hanging with me today. It was so nice to talk to you, chat with you. Okay. Thank you, Wileen. Y'all have a beautiful day. Love y'all so much. For more information on tutoring, coaching, you can send me a message. I'm here to answer any questions you may have. Okay. Also, my website for more information, growthinstitute.mykajabi.com. That's GROWTH, because that's what we do here, honey. Institute.mykajabi.com. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Okay, moms? Number one, believe in yourself. And believe in your child, honey. And always remember that growth is unlimited.